Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Uh, sitting here on a day where we're all quarantined, me and my girlfriend, we both got to talking about jobs that sucked that we did,
Yes.
and we just want to talk to you about our experience with jobs that just weren't so good. I mean, we were thankful to have a job, but you can't help that they weren't all that.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, so my first job was working in a pumpkin patch, and the job is kind of interesting because all I had to do was just sit there. No, I had to stand there in the heat of the sun and just hand out tickets. And then, like, it was like a jumper, and then, like, there was like the jumpers smelled like feet, and it was just like disgusting. And then like you got like the smell of the animals that were around because like they did pumpkins and rides, and it just like smelled too like animal manure, and man, that job only lasted like about 2 weeks. That was when I was 17. Yeah, around 17. And then where did you work?
Um, I had my first job at 18. I know that seems like it's I should have had a job sooner, but anyway, I my first job was at Abercrombie and Fitch, and let me tell you, by far the worst job I've ever had. I don't recommend working for the company, and all my friends who have worked for like Hollister, Gilly Hicks, Abercrombie, they all hated it too, and let me tell you why. First off, my manager, she never liked me. I had like four managers, and one of them was cool. The one who hired me didn't even like me. She was like so I don't know how to explain her attitude. She was like like a valley girl, right? But like the like meanest valley girl ever. And my other manager, she would always call me by the wrong name. And I would always correct her. I'm like, hey, like, that's not my name. And then she's like, oh, really? Are you sure? Like, I could have sworn your name was this. I'm just like,
She's like, whatever, Beverly.
yeah, I'm like, I think I know my own name.
Yeah.
Like, she never called me by the right name. And, like, it's my first job, and they're training. They don't even train you. They're like, oh, this is how you do returns and purchases, and that's about it. That's all they told me. They didn't tell me, like, a certain way to fold things. Obviously, you have to, like, you kind of learn yourself as you go, but, like, I was new, and I had no friends there. No one wanted to help me. I'm sure they got annoyed every time I asked questions, but it's like, I can't figure it out unless I ask questions and I need help, and like everyone at my job was so stuck up. No one said hi to me my first day. Like the whole time, the whole like 4 months I worked there, like I made no coworker friends, and that was my first experience, and it was the worst job ever. Like
Yeah.
I thought all the jobs were like, I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna hate work, and I left that place, and I'm so glad I did because it sucked, and I never want to go back.
Yeah. Speaking about how cut or managers not knowing your name, uh, I mean the job's not bad. It's rather okay. Um, anyway, the manager, she always calls me Francisco, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I even have a name tag that says my name, and she's like, oh, sorry, you just look at Francisco. I was like, oh, okay. I just accepted it, instead of just correcting her. So I was just like, I guess when she sees me, my name's Francisco. But then the weird part is, um, she'll call another person Francisco. So I just think she likes the name Francisco, and she wants to just give it to everybody. So, uh, I guess. Where else did I work? Oh, I remember.
We both worked at TJ Maxx.
Oh yeah, I remember I worked at TJ Maxx. So.
But like different years.
Yeah, so when I worked at TJ Maxx, it was my senior year of high school, and it was pretty alright. like the only thing that sucked was I was seasonal, and for some reason like I thought like that was my only job I was gonna get for that year, and I was kind of disappointed that they let me go. But the job it wasn't too bad. Like I worked other places where it's like kind of like heavy like labor, and it was like God, dude, this is just I want to go home already. But where working retail, it's always a little bit less strenuous on your body, and just kind of at the end of the day, you're not tired.
That's
Like
true. I've only ever worked retail, so I don't know like what
yeah,
working in the food industry is like or anything.
yeah, like and like when you're working like retail, or no, not retail, like any job, like you kind of feel like a weighed down. Has anybody ever felt like just weighed down from a job where it's like at the end of the day, like you're just so unreasonably tired, and you're like, I didn't really do that much hard labor, but for some reason I think that job just taxed on my soul.
What, TJ Maxx?
No, like I used to work like other jobs where like you just got done with the day and you're like, oh my God, dude, I'm like so tired, and just like you just want to sleep. You don't want to do anything else. You ever felt like that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. When I worked at TJ Maxx, I don't have anything bad to say about the company. Actually, people, they were really nice to me. Everyone was really nice. Manager was nice, and it's just the store is so messy.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of gross. That's the only thing. Like,
everything's just all over the place.
yeah.
Huh?
Well, the store, I know there's nicer TJ Maxxes, but at the location I was at, it was so disgusting. It was so messy. So I did transfer out, and everyone was sad, but it's just, oh, that store was gross.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stay there. Everyone was really nice though. So, and then I job I hated, but it's just, I feel like when I was there for like hours, like 8 hours or whatever.
It just felt like really slow, huh?
Yeah, it's just like being in a little store is like so tiring. You
Yeah.
know, he's just like, I also used to work at the mall, at a bigger company. I used to work at Nordstrom. That was by far my favorite job ever. And it's like I'm always moving around, always doing something. It's never slow, So it's like I'm always being kept busy. I don't
Yeah.
like to like stay in like one small area, so
You just
Yeah.
want to work with a bunch of people.
yeah, like when I worked at like the smaller retail stores, it gets a little boring sometimes,
Yeah,
Like,
because it's like the same scenery over and
yeah,
over.
exactly.
Yeah, I can understand that. Well, anyway, guys, we just wanted to talk to you, keep you guys entertained during this, this
Pandemic.
whatever's going on in the world.
Yeah, and be sure to comment if you guys have had any bad experience with jobs. Go ahead and tell us. We'd love to hear about it. Hear what was your worst job and your experience there and what happened. Just let us know.
Yeah,
We'd
of
love
course.
to hear your side.
Yes, thank you guys. I hope I sound much better than the first video that I uploaded where I kept saying "us." Anyway, guys, we'll keep improving. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.